Welcome to the Talking Beards podcast, an entertainment news show all about the world of facial hair. You can catch the show live every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern by going to talkingbeards.com. While you're at the website, you can check out all the other cool things that we do. We cover the latest news going on in the beard and mustache world, from competitions, contests, fundraisers, and all the charity work. We also have special guests each week talking about what they're doing to make a difference in the facial hair world. We also do trivia each week with really great prizes, compliments of Honest Amish. So make sure you tune in every Tuesday night, 8 p.m. at talkingbeards.com. Now let's get on with the show.
What is going on, everybody, in Talking Beards world? This is going to be episode number 125 of the live show, episode number 202 of the podcast. So, yeah, that's right, 202. We were off a week, and we created episode number 200 and 201. And if you have not listened to episode number 200, what are you doing with your life?
What are you doing with your life?
Exactly. That's what I just said.
That's exactly what I just said.
Is this what we're doing tonight?
This is what we are doing tonight.
So, yeah, up until about 3 minutes ago, Scott and I did not match. And then he disappeared and he showed back up. And now we're twins.
Up until about 3 minutes ago, Aaron and I did not match. And then he disappeared. And then all of a sudden he shows up and now we're twins.
We're twins. Voila. So, yeah, tonight on the show, we have Joshua Jackson from the Metropolitan Pogonotrophy Society. That's the Nashville Beard Club. And we'll dive deep into, where their name originated from. And mostly we're going to talk about Showdown at the Southern Gates.
We're going to probably talk about Showdown at the Southern Gates and where their name came from.
Jesus. This is going to be a very distracting night. So this event is held this weekend, July 10th in Nashville, Tennessee at the Mercy Lounge. So we'll get as much information as Joshua can let us know because they're super tight-lipped on this top secret event.
Yeah, so this event's happening this weekend and they're super tight-lipped.
Yeah. This is going to be like a 2-hour episode.
Christopher Wilson of Wilson Phillips fame is here.
What's up?
Brian Adams, the singer, is here. Can you believe that?
Look at this. Look who else is here. Sean Murphy.
My God, of the Murphy Oil Soap.
Wow. Murphy
and Above the Bar
Soap
podcast.
Yeah, Above the Bar podcast. We have a special announcement about Above the Bar podcast later on in this episode.
We are going to have a special announcement about Above the Bar podcast.
All right, so let's just get into this episode. So Scott stops this. So what did you do this weekend, Scott Sakura? What have you been up to? We haven't seen each other in 2 weeks.
I'm Scott Sakura, and you can find out more information about me by going to my Facebook, or we want you to go to talkingbeards.com where you can subscribe to the podcast. Oh my gosh, all that fun stuff. But yeah, as you were saying, Aaron, before I so rudely interrupted.
So rudely. Wow, you're all pixely.
I know. Your face is all pixelated.
That's perfect timing.
So, I mean, if no one follows me on social media, they would all know that I was still working on my gosh darn floor. So, what? I know, I went off the wall there. But so for those of you who don't know, I had stripped my whole entire floor and then I stained it. Well, what had happened when I stained it, it was a really hot and humid day. And I put the stain down and it sucked into the wood and then the rest of it just sat on top. And for literally 3 weeks, it's been tacky. 3 weeks. It's been
3 weeks. It's been tacky. What was it doing? Like wearing like shag carpeting or?
Well, Nico's dog hair is getting stuck all over the top of it. So it's like
that makes it tacky because it's just like got hair all over it.
Yeah, it's like oh my God, I'm from Aiken, South Carolina, and I like NASCAR. It's just every time I go out there,
I'm so tacky.
I'm so tacky. So I had to, Nick Remington, we're telling you what's up right now.
Yeah, right now we'll let you know what's up.
So I have to take a super hard bristle like steel brush and I have to scrape every single board and get all the excess stain off of it.
Is that not scratching the wood, or
no?
Is it not?
It's just taking off the top layer where the stain's at. So the stain's already sucked into the wood, so it's not going to come out.
But I didn't know if it was like scratching the boards.
No, scratching the boards, dun, dun, scratching the boards.
Hey, Nick loves our beard show.
He loves our beard show.
All right. Thanks, Nick.
You love your show, Beard On, guys.
Yeah. We love your show.
Oh my gosh. Paul Mandaloria he is live from Mexico. That's Mexico. Yeah.
He's not in Element 41 right now?
No, he is in Mexico. He keeps sending me these pictures of him sitting on the beach drinking drinks.
Oh my gosh. Like water and rowdy energy. Is he drinking lots of rowdy energy and staying hydrated?
No. Oh my gosh. Sean Glander's here. He says, hello, everybody.
What's up, Sean Glander?
What's the update on your wife, the COVID?
Yeah. Tell us.
She's the last COVID case in the United States. The only one I've heard of in a while.
The last one. She was late to the party.
I know. Oh God.
So yeah, Scott's been working on his floor, and
I'm glad I'm done pulling my whole weekend. Go ahead.
Go ahead. What else did you do this weekend?
No, I didn't really do.
You ventured off, so I thought that meant you were done. So, Scott's been working on his floor, and this last weekend, Natalie and I went to Kentucky for the 4th of July. It was the first time since last May that we went home. We realized that it had been over a year. So, we took Adam out and, went to eat, and we went to do an escape game, and we escaped. So, yeah, me, Natalie, Adam, and Natalie's little brother, Nick, younger brother, Nick. We all went to the escape room, and we found one in Owensboro. And if you bought an escape room or whatever, the tickets to it, you could play in the arcade for free for an hour. So they were all like just older arcade machines.
Cars around on the floor.
No, like it had, older arcade machines like Pac-Man and stuff like that. And it was like everything was just free play if you just came in. So you didn't have to utilize quarters or anything. No.
Oh,
I will say it when the time is right, and I'll nail it. But yeah, that's what we did. We went to her family, and they made some food and shot off fireworks, and we had a really good time. And then we went to my family, and we sat around and hung out and talked, and it was also a good time. It was real chill.
What'd you talk about?
Beard stuff, family stuff, work stuff, Natalie stuff.
What kind of beard stuff do you talk about?
Like, what competitions are you going to these days and stuff like that. My Aunt March watches the show every week. She may be watching right now. Hey, March, if you're watching.
Aunt March.
She doesn't generally comment, but she says she tries to watch all the time.
She doesn't generally comment, but she tries to watch all the time.
I hate you. And then what else? So I've been dieting for like 3 weeks.
So have I.
Yeah. I lost a belt loop today. I was pretty excited.
I've lost 2 belt loops.
Look at you, overachiever. What are you doing for dieting and exercise right now? What are you doing?
Currently, I am doing the intermittent fasting. So I'm like, it's kind of like where you pick a time and you try to go as long as you can without eating. And then you can eat from a period of time to a period of time.
How's that working? Do you like it?
I've always kind of done it that way. Like I can go from I wake up in the morning and I can go until 1 or 2 and then eat lunch, but I just been strictly eating like vegetables and fruits and maybe chicken or eggs as my protein. So that's all I've been eating. So, and I've been doing that for well over a month, and I'm down. I haven't weighed myself recently, but I know I got to be down like another 5 or 6 pounds from where I was at, because
congratulations.
I need to drill another hole in my belt.
You're going to use a drill. You're fancy.
I know, like drill gun, as you say.
Screw gun. That's what you say. Yeah, it was just a drill. So what I've been doing is I just eat, eggs in the morning, and then if I go to the gym that day, that's when I'll go to the gym. And then I'll come home, I'll have a smoothie with protein.
Wait a minute.
Go ahead.
If I go to the gym, that's when I go to the gym?
If I go to the gym that day, after I eat my eggs is when I will go. It is in my schedule after my eggs.
You have to eat eggs, and then you go to the gym. You can't just go to the gym.
No, that's my schedule for my day. I wake up and I eat eggs first thing, and then I go to the gym. If I choose to go to the gym that day, that is when I will pencil it in my schedule. And then I come home and have a smoothie with protein, and then avocado and tequila, and then just chicken and protein throughout the day. Like probably like 3 chickens.
Wow, 3 whole chickens?
Chunk of chickens.
What the heck is that? Is that some?
I get a boneless chicken breast and cut it in half, and then I put them in the air fryer, and then chunk of chicken.
Why don't you just get like a rotisserie chicken?
Because I get chunk of chickens and I cut them in half and put them in the air fryer.
Because you get to choke a chicken and you cut it in half and you put it in the rotisserie and then eat it. Perfect.
And that's what I'm doing. And so far, so good. 400 degrees for 6 minutes. No, Andrew. Whoa. It is 375 for 20 minutes. See? Apparently, you can change the temperature on the air fryer. Who knew? Did you know that? I thought it was just like 400 degrees and that was it.
Why would you fry air? That's just dumb.
Apparently, it's healthier. I don't know. Anyway, so
what do we got going on? Who's on tonight?
Tonight, we have our very super special guest all the way from Nashville, Tennessee. We'll find out if he's a country music legend or not.
I believe he may be.
I bet he is. I think he's a drummer for like Willie Nelson or something like that. Anyway, so
you moron.
What?
He's from Teja.
He does country music. He lives in Nashville.
Oh,
everybody knows that. Anyway, so straight from Nashville, Tennessee, we have Mr. Joshua Jackson from the Metropolitan Pogonotrophy Society.
Oh my gosh, it's Randy's great grandson.
What's going on?
Hey guys, how are y'all doing?
Good. How are you doing, John?
On the show tonight.
I am doing well. I am not a star quite yet. One of these days, I do hope to get there, though.
Do you stand down on like 2nd Avenue and play your drums and then have people throw money in a hat?
It would not pay the bills, unfortunately, as much as I would love to do that. I tend to stay away from 2nd Avenue. The only time I've been catcalled as an adult male was off 2nd Avenue, so
I would always go down there if I was getting catcalled. I would pretty much move down there. Like, all right, going out, walk around the streets and get catcalled and make me feel good about myself.
Wow.
So anyway, did I say your club name correctly?
You were so close. So it is Pogonotrophy, and the easiest way to nail it every time is Pogonotrophy.
Pogonotrophy.
It's kind of like hippopotamus. It's hippopotamus. That's how I remember how to spell it.
Thomas. Okay.
Hippopotamus.
So, where on earth did y'all come up with that very creative beard club name?
So Metropolitan references, obviously, the Nashville metropolitan area. And the word Pogonotrophy or pognophile actually goes back to like ancient English. It's one of the traditional ancient English words. It is the cultivation and appreciation of facial hair. That's all it means. Much past that, I don't know. I just know the derivatives of the word. I'd assume
you just didn't want to be the Nashville Beard Club.
Yeah, I think that's probably it.
Because there's like 9 of them.
What could we come up with and make like the hardest beard club name to say possible? What could we come up with? And that was it.
It was a super slow con.
The hippopotamus Pogonotrophy.
Yep.
Facial hair club.
Joshua Jackson, as in Charlie from the Mighty Ducks. Were you in the Mighty Ducks?
I wish I had Mighty Ducks money, man.
So how was it working across from Emilio Estevez? I hear he's really short.
He is a tiny man. Tiny man.
Small hands. Smells like cabbage.
Stupid.
I can't speak to the cabbage part. I didn't get that close to him. Very small hands, though.
So you all are putting on what annual competition is this? I know you've been going since 2013, but are you counting your competition for 2020?
I think that we are counting our competition for 2020. Okay, so it was a digital event.
It can technically still be an annual event now.
Yes, yeah, we're still counting it as an annual event.
Good.
I would say that 2013, I believe, is the first year of the actual comp. I know that the club itself has been around since 2011 proper.
Okay. So So what time are we going to get this thing started Saturday night?
So we're going to get this thing started. It opens up at 6 p.m. Eastern time, or if you're in the Nashville region, that's 5. And I believe that we go on stage and start the festivities at 7 p.m. Pacific time, or 8 for you fine folks out on the East Coast.
That's
right. So the Eastern time is the right time, is what everybody usually says. So 8 o'clock Eastern. So that'd be 7 o'clock Central. So you'll probably get going, 7:30, 7:45?
Yeah, typically 7:15, 7:30 is what it's more reasonable like.
Yeah.
Typically it is going to be about 7:30, 7:45 by the time we actually get things, kicking off and people primed and ready to get on stage.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you know this, but you are frozen, Joshua.
Oh no.
That's
cool.
right.
No.
He's fine.
I mean,
but yeah, it says
your
here,
audio's fine.
it says here on the event page, doors are at 5. Registration is from 5 to 7, which if anyone wants to know, this is an FHL event. So if you guys are planning on attending, make sure you guys all go over to the facialhairleague.com and download the app so you guys can be up to date with what's going on with the event, and you guys can play at home, or you can just go to whatever the Apple store or the Google store, so you can download the FHL app. So
if you want to get pre-registered, there's also an Eventbrite page, so you can purchase your ticket and you can get all registered and everything. And he's back. Yeah, there we go. So there's Eventbrite, so you can just go to the Showdown at the Southern Gates event page on Facebook and find the Eventbrite, and you can get get your ticket purchased beforehand.
Absolutely. It's really the easiest way to just knock that out ahead of time. If you're traveling in, I do recommend it. No one wants to stand in the line, wait to get registered, tell them what you're going to be, get your number, get everything situated. You just want to go in there, crack a beer, hang out with your buds that you haven't seen in quite some time.
When's the Eventbrite closed, do you know?
I do not know that one. I would speculate that it'll be Thursday evening or Friday.
Cool.
Did you guys see Tim from Tim's Burgers here?
Tim's Burgers.
Oh my gosh.
I love your burgers, man.
He makes the best burgers. That is for sure.
This is great.
It's a proven fact.
Christopher Wilson of Wilson Phillips fame says he is looking forward to this event. Can you believe that?
Oh, good. I'm glad you're going to go, Christopher. It's always a good event, and you all do a good job. So you know what you're doing down there. So with that being said, who are your judges for this event?
All right, so a little bit of a curveball this year with our judges and with our pre-party. So we have decided to keep our judges a secret. The only way that you're going to find out who our judges are is if you show up. You got to be there. You're not going to want to miss that part. But, yes, sir.
Is this all because of the bribery controversy that happened a few years ago with the judges and the competiters?
I can't speak to that or not.
Oh,
maybe.
Ooh, some behind the scenes stuff going on here. So,
this is a great idea. More clubs should institute this.
I like this.
Some backhanded politics and some chicanery in the beard community.
I like the element of surprise with the judges panel. I like it. And
absolutely.
So when do you think we're going to find out about this pre-party?
So not 10 to 20 minutes ago, I was chatting with the guys in the club. We wanted to do it just a little bit different. Similar to how we're doing the judges this year, we're going to leave that a surprise. 4 of the judges will be a surprise, and one judge, we're hoping and looking to get someone from the crowd. And what we specifically are looking for is you tell us where you want to meet us. You tell us where you want to have the pre-party. If we pick your location, you get to be a judge.
Hooters.
I like this.
Do I get to be a judge now?
Yeah, you just got to come to Nashville, Scott.
Yeah, you just got to make it here, buddy.
Oh, okay.
All right. So, so we'll, I guess there'll be some sort of post after a while. And if you are coming to Nashville and you have a great idea for the pre-party and they choose your pre-party, then you win. You win a judging spot. That's pretty cool.
See, look at this. Andrew Matson says keeping judges is secret and devious and shady, kind of like only having a mustache.
I'm going to tie Andrew Matson up and put him in front of a train.
Whoa! Wow, that's what you do with like mustache people. You just tie them up, and then you like have one weight while you're doing it. And you'll be like, "Come here, Andrew," like this.
That's how all mustache people operate on a day-to-day basis. It makes it hard
every day. You're always wearing that striped onesie thing.
Yeah, always
with the barbell in one hand.
Yes, just one hand, tying Andrew up in the other.
I think Andrew likes that sort of thing. See, Meredith is down for Hooters. Look at that.
Down for Hooters.
See, there we go. See, Scott, you may have just won, so you're going to have to show up.
I may have. Well,
if Meredith says Hooters, they're probably going to do it at Hooters. Because I heard that she's basically the boss of the club.
That's what I've heard too.
That's what I've heard. I don't know. I'm just saying that's speculation.
It's just speculation.
So, who do you have as your charity? I know who you've generally worked with. Is that who you're going to work with again this year?
Yeah, so we are working with the Tennessee Wildlife Foundation, specifically their program called Hunters for the Hungry, and it is something that since I've been in the club, that's been the charity that we've chosen to represent us. And they've got a really unique and creative way to provide like protein to Tennessee citizens. And they are, make no mistake, this particular program is not unique to Tennessee, but is near and dear to our hearts.
There
we go.
Look at that.
It helps us to feed local Tennesseans, and it also helps us to thin the state's deer population so I don't hit them in my car. Since about 1998 to 2000, right around that time frame, they have fed over 7 million meals to needy Tennesseans. And each dollar that gets donated is the equivalent of about 4 meals.
Dude,
so, yeah, it's something that as a club, we couldn't be more happy to be a part of their organization and help them to give back. I think in 2019, we were able to give back $3,900 to them. So it was just a great feeling to be able to go home at the end of the day after a long, hard comp and say, man, we did it. And
heck yeah.
Perfect. Felt great.
That's freaking awesome. I love that y'all work with them, and I've chatted with those guys every time I've kind of came down there, and they're always super cool, and I know they really like working with you all. So I'm glad that that's going to be your charity again this year. Scott, Sakura.
Yes, I have a question.
Sure.
Now, you guys are pretty famous for your trophies that you guys have for this event. The broken cymbal.
Yeah.
Like I mean, as we were conversing earlier in the show, we're both drummers. We were talking about stuff.
All three of us are drummers.
Total dumb dupe head. That's what I call him, a dumb dupe head. But anyways, we were talking about drums and stuff. But what is the significance behind the cymbal, and like where did that whole idea come up with for those trophies?
So our vice, it is this is a question that I think I'm good. I think I've got it. I think I can answer this one. So Jonah Hickson, who is our vice president, has been in the percussive music industry for as long as I've known him. Years before that, I think 15 years is the running total. So he has, for the longest time, worked at Forks, where they get defective cymbals, ones that are cracked, machined not quite right. There's some defective aspect of this cymbal, can't be used like the ones that are behind me. So they take these, and we have a gentleman that's local to us. His name's Robert Kortner. He is a machinist and has been for nearly 30 years now. So he will stamp the fella on there, and that's kind of where that came from. It's Music City, baby. This is the essence of what we can give back to people, short of a busted guitar, and that looks less cool hanging from your wall.
I love the cymbal.
People seek them out. It is a reason to come out. We had a gentleman from the Handball Hellions name of Jono Gross flew in from Montana in 2019 to come compete on a whim, like last minute, because he wanted a chance to win that symbol.
And boy,
Did he
were
win
his
it?
arms tired.
He did. He just flapping.
It's like
Flapping away.
A whim.
Oh, here we go. This is a good one right here. Josh Barefoot Brain says, my costume is going to be awesome. Y'all should come see it. So everybody, if you are listening to this, you need to come see Josh Barefoot Brains this weekend and get a symbol.
If you haven't seen that man's costumes, they are next level. They are a cut above.
He's awesome. He's everything that should be in the beard community.
He's trying to take over all of our emceeing spots now with his great costumes and stuff. Go for it, buddy. I'm all about Barefoot Brains doing it.
Did you see this? Talking Beards writes Hooters. So that seems like that's kind of everybody's rooting for Hooters.
It is. It's trending. I think that's what the kids say. Maybe it's viral. I don't know. I'm not one of the youths.
Yeah, it's viral. Hooters is viral.
It is.
It is, and it can be. I was traveling last week through Texas, and they have a litany of Hooters everywhere. And I did some research into Hooters, the actual franchise, when it started and everything. It's not quite as old as you would assume. It got started in
1992.
1992 in Clearwater, Florida.
I don't know how I knew that.
A secret Hooters fan.
Apparently.
Well, in case you guys are wondering, here is your Taylor. We got Hooters. It's the Harding Place, Lindbar Drive. This could be where you guys meet. Largo 217 Largo Drive, Nashville, Tennessee. Let's see what their hours are this Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. So they're open late enough.
They're open late.
They have free Wi-Fi, patio seating, smartphone pay. You guys can watch UFC.
Oh,
here we go. If we do Hooters, Josh Barefoot Brains is going to bring his Hooters outfit and see if he can work there.
Look at this. Hooters is hiring, so then you guys could get a job.
Oh,
see, Josh?
Look.
There you go.
You can get a job.
I think this is a done deal right here.
I think so.
We're going to Hooters. So like we talked about a little bit in the intro, you're going to be at the Mercy Lounge.
Yes, sir.
That's a pretty historic, venue there in Nashville. It's not the Ryman, but it's right up there. It's like number 2, I think, to the Ryman.
I like to think that it is number 2 to the Ryman. The Mercy Lounge is one of those spots. It's just iconic. People go there to see just any level of musician is willing to go and play at the Ryman. Muse has been there. Amigo the Devil, if you're familiar with that guy's work, has been there.
3 Amigos and the Devil?
Just one Amigo. Amigo the
Which
Devil.
One? Chevy Chase?
Yeah, definitely Chevy Chase.
Oh.
Katy Perry's played there.
Yeah, there's so many people that have been there. Nashville is so steep in musical history, and every venue that you walk in is going to have a unique subset of people that have been there. What I like most about Mercy is that it's got the added benefit of hosting us every year. So,
and that's pretty much the most prestigious event that they hold all year. That's what it says on their website.
I like to think so. I'm not going to look it up on the website because I don't want to be disappointed.
It might be off already, but it was definitely on there at one point in time. There you go. The Ryman is a number 2 venue compared to the Mercy Lounge. Everybody knows that.
All right, Joshua, tell us a little bit about some of the categories. Are you guys having like any other than, this is a question I like to ask, because everyone has the general categories,
Sure.
The Sea Hops, maybe the Nobody Likes a Whaler category. Or are you guys doing like a general partial beard category with the goatees are going to be mixed in with those losers? Or, you got your mustache categories, but do you have any special categories at your competition that might not be at another one?
We do like to do categories just a little bit differently. We don't like to mix them if we can't. We like everybody to be separate in their own category. I think it makes it fair. One thing that we do like to do at all of our competitions is one just kind of really silly category. One year it was Prince. One year it was your favorite 90s icon. And I think that this year we're doing something called the Big Dirty Pigeon. What that means was not told to me, actually. Yeah, I know. It's a shocker to everyone involved. But what I think that we're going to do is a little bit, probably right after this, I'm going to make a post on the Facebook page or on the event as well. If you're not following that, please do. We're going to give you guys the lowdown on what the Big Dirty Pigeon is. Andrew, we are full of secrets.
Full of secrets.
I'm sorry. Oh,
the big old dirty pigeon.
Meredith is correcting me. It is the big old dirty pigeon.
I'm excited to see what a big old dirty pigeon is.
Probably something with macaroni, I believe.
Does Meredith know what it is? Can she give us a hint?
Meredith, if you're checking it out, Meredith, can you throw a hint in the chat?
That would be huge. Breaking news right here. A potential hint to what a big old dirty pigeon is. I think that's just what you're going to call the whaler category, right? A bunch of big old dirty pigeons.
I think that actually that does fit. Yeah.
Yeah.
It almost sounds like that. What is that traffic cone thing where Johnny got his name from?
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Oh, that's like a weird sexual position.
Slovakian traffic cone.
Yes.
The Slovakian what now?
Yeah, Josh. So when this is over, go ahead and Google that and look it up, and it'll be under Urban Dictionary. And you want to read that definition in full. Read it out loud yourself, and let me know how that goes.
So maybe Josh was going to get a new nickname. We'll call him the ODP, the Old Dirty Pigeon now.
I cannot discuss this matter in public until it is taking place.
How am I supposed to know if I can be a big dirty pigeon?
Well, you can't. You don't have a whaler.
That's also true. I do not have a whaler, but I do think that I may be able to find out if I'm there.
Uh-oh. Corey Giles says, so I should go haunt a few whalers. Is that what I'm hearing? Are you going to go to Nashville, Corey?
Who knows?
Do a blind reaction to you reading it. It's totally worth it.
Yeah, Glander, it's like that. It's like a rusty trombone. Kind of.
Yeah. It's way worse than a rusty trombone. Way worse. And then Michelle Emerson says, definitely Google it.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Michelle. Yeah. I appreciate that. I will look for you specifically when I do.
Yeah, there you go. So read it. And yeah. So what else have we got going on? You've got some of these a guitar behind you or something? Or do you play the guitar generally?
Are you moron?
I don't play the guitar. I do play the bass, but
okay.
Fair to middling. I am traditionally a percussionist. I have been since I was little. My dad's a drummer. His dad was a drummer. I grew up steeped in music.
He played what for Earth, Wind, and Fire? Did I hear you right?
You did. No. So he was. He used to play on cruise ships, and we lived in Vegas for a couple years. He took it about as seriously as anyone else that I've seen.
That's cool.
So I grew up steeped in it. I don't play the same music that he does now because he tends to lean towards country music. So
is Scott Sakura your dad? No, he's not. So so speaking of country music, I tried out. There was and I'm sorry to sidetrack this story, but there was a local girl in my area who was in a developmental deal with, I want to say, Atlantic Records. This was years ago, and she was getting ready to go to Nashville, in fact.
Oh, wow.
And they were getting ready to put a band together to go and stuff, so I tried out for them and everything. And I had to, she gave me like a bunch of like Shania Twain songs and Faith Hill songs to learn. And of course they're pretty simple. I mean, when it comes to like country music, they're pretty laid back, 1, 2, 3, 4 beats.
Yeah.
And so I played. I did, really well and everything, but they decided to go with the older gentleman because he had a PA system and it would make it easier for them to practice.
Why didn't you get a PA system?
I put a hex on her and nothing ever happened with her.
Yes.
So
perfect.
Yes.
That's what you get. You could have been the next Shania Twain, Scott.
I could have been.
I think that he is the current Shania Twain. I've never seen them in the same room together.
Oh my gosh.
Just like what is that that country music guy who sings a song and then he has the alter ego?
Chris
Garth
Brooks.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Those guys.
Yeah. I've never seen him in the same place either. Weird.
I'm just saying. We could be chatting with Shania Twain right now, and I'd be none the wiser.
We should both of us should just be dual drummers for Shania Twain.
You could.
What's so funny about
Twain comes back and she's just got like two drummers and it's just like a whole new thing. She's wearing all black leather and stuff.
I'm just imagining the dueling drum scenario with you double bass, me single bass, and just blast beats over Shania Twain.
She would have to turn me down a little bit for those parts.
Yeah, just a smidge.
Yeah. See, Scott feels like a woman. I do.
He does. All right, Joshua. You got anything else you want to add about? Oh, I know. I remember what we were going to. We have one super final thing that everyone has been dying to know. I forgot. I didn't even. I wrote it down and I forgot to say anything about it. What were y'all doing with the Crunchy Bunch? Were y'all just that bored during COVID? Like all of a sudden, like your club. Like a page changed its name and everything. I was like, what the hell is going on?
It was meant to confuse a lot of people. I'm thoroughly convinced of that. But yeah, that one did come from like a myriad of directions. It is rooted deeply in the constant Zoom calls. We had a Zoom call every Thursday during the pandemic. And that led us to discuss like a great many number of things. And chief amongst them for the longest running period of time was potato chips. And in that, man, we would purchase, consume, review, and debate on what makes a chip, and does this chip fit the category of being a chip? I mean, we also covered buffets, candies, and we also dove into this thing called high bid, which if you haven't done, I definitely recommend going to HIBID, high bid. It's people estate sale auctions, but bidding online. You get any number of just random, ridiculously awesome things that you never knew you needed in your life. But, essentially, at the end of the day, we are a club with a lot of strong opinions on a lot of things. And after one too many drinks, an overhaul was in order.
And so basically, you all have a huge opinion about chips.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Oh, the TV show. You're talking about the California Highway State Patrol show?
Oh,
John
no.
And Conch?
No, not.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Meredith loves chips, and that's not a crime at all.
It could be. It could be.
It could be.
Put them in your
Depends
damn
on what
air
kind
fryer
of.
for 400 degrees.
Yeah, that makes chips.
That's the secret to good crisp chips.
Everybody knows that. Air fryer, 400 degrees in 6 minutes. That's why I put my Doritos. I put them in there.
I need extra crisp Doritos, please.
Dude, I'm trying it.
You should. Someone needs to. The cowards over at Dorito aren't doing it.
Yeah, it'll be on the next episode of the Crunchy Bunch. Do y'all still have your Thursday night Zooms, or once kind of COVID chilled out, y'all stopped doing that?
We did. We kind of eased back into it. We still have people that are joining digitally. Big Squid from Beard and Loathing up in Kentucky. Love you, brother. He still joins us digitally because he just lives far away. So, yeah. So we are back in person, and less Zoom is a good thing.
How often are y'all doing club meetings and stuff?
We typically do them every 2 weeks. The first Thursday, the first Thursday is always going to be like our business meeting where we go, we sit down, we talk about upcoming business, plan events and things of that nature. And then the second one is generally like just a pub night. We'll go out. Nashville's got no shortage of fantastic venues, breweries, restaurants for us to go sit down, have beer, eat some food, and just hang out at.
Nice.
Like Hooters.
Like Hooters.
Yeah. Hooters. Von Elrod's if you like good beer and German food. Man, so much good food here. Nashville hot chicken is the staple, though. That is the jam.
So you all don't go to the same place. It's not like you don't have the bar that you go to for your pub nights. You try to hit up all the different places.
We tried a central location for a while. It just didn't pan out, man. We felt ourselves wanting to kind of expand. We've always thought of ourselves as not a singular bar club. We belong to the city of Nashville, and the city of Nashville belongs to us. So we spread our love as much as we can.
I like this.
Yeah.
Y'all are lucky you get to be in Nashville all the time.
For planning events, it makes it too easy, honestly.
So we have a request for Dick's Last Resort, Nashville, Tennessee.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no.
No. Yes,
Corey,
it's right here. I'm showing
They're
you.
currently closed.
They're currently closed.
They are not. Just
It says it right there.
Oh, it does.
Sorry, Corey.
All I see is go big or go home, okay?
So, nope.
No, we're going home.
Going to Hooters.
We're going to Hooters.
That seems to be the general consensus. If you guys have a recommendation for where you'd like to meet, where
Dawson's
you would
Creek.
like, oh man, how dare you bring Pacey into this, Andrew
Dawson's
Madsen.
Creek is in
How-
Wilmington, North Carolina.
It is.
So it's pretty far then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's pretty
not
far,
close.
bonehead. Yeah, so are y'all going to make a post on the event page or something later on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to make a post, but if you get there before I do, shoot us a message. I'm on there. I will tally it, and we're going to figure it out
You
together.
can use one of these. I have a couple extra left.
Oh, thank you. I seem to be all out of those, so I do appreciate it. I'll be right over.
I
yeah.
got some white ones too.
All right. I got some yellow ones somewhere.
You can make a post wherever you want and stick
Idiot.
it. You're an idiot. Your face is an idiot.
All right, Joshua. Well, I hope your event is a success as it usually is. And if there's anything we can do in the next couple days, just reach out to us and we'll make some posts or shares or whatever we need to do to help you guys out. Maybe we'll help you, plan something. Maybe there'll be like another curveball that you need to throw, and maybe there'll be like a Saturday morning something. Who knows?
Who knows?
Chicken and waffles.
Chicken and waffles at Hooters.
Oh, no. I'm not getting my waffles from Hooters. No. That's where I draw the line.
That's it.
Thank you guys so much for having me. I do appreciate it, and you guys stay awesome.
Joshua,
Thank you
it
very
was
much.
an absolute pleasure to meet you tonight and talk to you. I had so much fun. I cannot wait to actually meet you in person and shake your hand, and we should trade drumsticks.
I like this idea so much. It's got to happen.
I
It's
like
got to
Make it
happen.
happen.
And we
Make
have
it
to have a
happen.
picture.
I will be with you this weekend, Joshua, but
Yes.
I don't have a drumstick to trade. But we'll act
That's-
like it.
Oh, Eric
yeah.
is mentioning that on Sunday we do have a farewell brunch. It is out at a park that I'm blanking on the name.
Eric Nather's Memorial Park.
Yeah, that's it. The Eric Nather Memorial Park.
Sorry.
And we cook breakfast for you guys. So come on out. If you like good breakfast food cooked over an open fire, I'd love to make you eggs in a basket.
Chicken and
highly-
waffles for everyone.
I suggest everyone go to this
Shelby Park. Everyone's going to have their Shelbys there.
Oh, man, that would be rad.
Well, I'll bring my Shelby.
Yes.
His Shelby Corvette.
Yeah. Anyway. All right, Josh. Well, you have a good night, buddy. Thank you.
You too,
for
guys. See ya.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I like
All
him a
right.
lot. He's like
All
one
right.
of the best guests we've ever had.
I thought so as well. So,
You don't really sound so convincing, Aaron, when you say
Scott
that.
Sakura, you have a big announcement to make.
Oh, yes. Tomorrow night, 8 p.m., I am going to be on the Above the Bar podcast with Sean Murphy. You can check it out over on either the Above the Bar Facebook page or on their YouTube page, or as you can read at the bottom, abovethebar.podbean.com. Go over and you should be able to subscribe to the podcast wherever you get podcasts at, just like you can get Talking Beards wherever.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be talking to Sean tomorrow night. I think the topic, we're going to be talking a lot about Magic the Gathering, the card game. I used to be like really into that when I was younger. Then kind of got into all these other like role-playing games. We'll talk about that a little bit. My moonshining days back in the early 80s. Another topic he wanted to reach out was about my tremendous coin collection that I have. He thought that
I can't wait to hear about your coin collection.
Yes.
Do you have a lot of Smash pennies?
Smash, yes.
Excellent. Yeah, I can't wait. So that'll be tomorrow night at 8 o'clock Eastern on Above the Bar podcast. You can go to their YouTube or Facebook, or you can listen to it in podcast form. Like Scott said, anywhere where podcasts are sold.
8 p.m. tomorrow night, Dungeons and Dragons.
Yep, that's my favorite one, Dungeons and Dragons. All right, so right now we got a little bit of competition news.
Competition in the news.
In the news. All right. So first off, we have coming up, let's see. We'll just start here. We'll start with Nashville. So coming up this weekend, like we talked about, Saturday, July 10th at 6 p.m. Eastern, probably later than that. We have Showdown at the Southern Gates. It'll be at the Mercy Lounge in Nashville. It's 1 Cannery Row. So yeah, just look for the Mercy Lounge and then go to it. We'll be there.
Yeah, here's all if you go over to Facebook, just look for search Showdown at the Southern Gates 2021. All the information you're going to need for the event is right here, other than what you guys have heard about tonight. You can get tickets through their Eventbrite page. There is a link right here for that. There, right here, tickets at the Eventbrite thing. And then here's a list of all the categories. So if you're interested in more information on this, you can go over, like I said, and search for Showdown at the Southern Gates.
Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. So that's a super great event. And you can listen to Talking Beards podcast and learn all about it. So coming up in a couple weeks, we have the 9th annual Northern California, or the NorCal Mustache and Beard Competition. This is going to be Saturday, July 24th at 5 p.m. Eastern to 11 p.m. Eastern. It's at Track 7
Brewing Company.
Yeah,
so more information about this, if you just do a search of the 9th annual NorCal Mustache and Beard Competition on Facebook, details, they have tickets, right? There's a link, a tiny URL link for tickets right here. It is going to be at the Track 7 Brewing Company, the Professor Lane location, for a fun-filled night of charity and whiskers. They will once again be teaming up with the Paws, the Pet Adoption and Wellness Service, to help raise money for their shelter, which that's always a good charity to work for. Anything for the animals is really good.
Yeah.
And highly suggestive. Yeah. Help the dogs. And last but certainly not least for, we got a couple more. Anyway, so here's another one. We got, so this is Sean Glander's event up there in Spokane. It'll be Saturday, July 31st, 2021, the 3rd annual Beards on the Rocks in honor of Evan Gandalf Bowden. Like I said, it'll be at the Rock Bar and Lounge in Spokane, Washington. Yeah, so if you want more information, just search on Facebook, 3rd annual Beards on the Rocks. Like Aaron said, it's at the Rock Bar. The Beard Mob of Washington proudly brings you the 3rd annual beard competition. The charity is People Over Profit. So there's more information. Here's all the wow, there's a lot of categories.
1,000 categories, I think.
I was going to say 150,000 categories for this competition. That's a lot of categories.
Yeah, so I'll be there. I'll be judging, and Natalie will be making her MC debut.
Ooh, MC Nat.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they do. They have they'll have a live craft category, kind of like the Monday night craft build off show, but 5 people.
So this will
10 people.
So this is going to be the actual first live event craft build off. Wow, this is great.
Yeah, it's going to be a huge deal, and it should be an amazing time. So anybody
you should try to live stream that if you
that
can.
Is going to be my plan. So I think Tisha and Corey are gonna.
Oh,
I don't know. There's already some stuff in the works for it.
All
so
right.
yeah, we'll definitely do something. Though it will be on the Talking Beards page, July 31st. So we've got a couple special ones coming up. Why don't you tell us about this one, Scott Sakura?
All right, this is the Great Gathering of Beards. Let me get this pulled up here. As you can see there, I'm going between two computers, so it's kind of rough. All right, so this will be happening Saturday, August 7th. It is going to be at the Garrettsville Summerfest. Now, Garrettsville Summerfest is in Northeast Ohio. It's about 45 minutes south of where I live, maybe about an hour south of Cleveland, a little bit north of Youngstown. It is put on by Barber of Gville, and it is a Bearded Sinners event. So Kenny Parbell reached out to me last week and wanted to know if I wanted to be involved with this. And I said, I'll help you guys out any way I can. I might be judging. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, so they're going to have 7 different categories, and it benefits the Garrettsville Community Cup Board and the Garrettsville Farmers Market. So yes, Aaron.
Did you make sure that he took his trash out?
I asked him because when he messaged me the other day, I asked him if he was taking his trash out, and he just said LOL.
Okay, so that must have meant yes. It's got to be. It's got to be what that meant.
Yeah. So this will be in pretty much a month from now. We're working on some stuff right now to get some cool stuff added to this event. I believe the last I had heard, it is actually going to be starting at 10 in the morning and going till 2 in the afternoon. And it'll be on the main stage or one of the side stages at the Garrettsville Summerfest. So, and it's a pretty big to do. It's a pretty big summer festival that happens every year. So if you by some chance live in the Northeast Ohio area or feel like driving, even from Pittsburgh, it's probably like an hour and a half away. You can find out more information by searching for the Great Gathering of Beards on Facebook.
The Great Gathering of Beards. And our last but certainly not least beer competition we're going to talk about tonight is a Bourbon, Beards, and Beer. It's August 28th, 2021. It'll be in Elizabethtown, Kentucky. It is brought to you by the Mad Viking Kentucky Beard Club. And so it should be a good event. Brian Coyne reached out to me, and I've been trying to help him out as much as I can. They've pretty well got everything all handled up there, but I've definitely offered my services as much as possible. But yeah, come up there and say hello. Me and Natalie will be there. I will be vending again, kind of like I did in Gatlinburg. So I'll have the Honest Amish stuff all in proud display, and I will have I'll have some Talking Beards t-shirts. I might get a few made before I go up there. I've got a couple left, so keep that in mind. If you'd like a Talking Beards t-shirt, reach out to me. I've got a few left, so I think $25 shipped. What else do we got going on? So we've got an update.
We have to do an update on what's going on with Natalie. It's the
Talking Beards,
the Natalie update.
So like I talked about earlier, we went to Kentucky this last weekend, and last time Natalie took a trip, she basically came home and slept for like a week and a half. She hasn't done that this time, so that's pretty exciting. She's still tired, worn out, but it definitely didn't wipe her out like Gatlinburg did. So I feel like that's, progress. She's still not 100%, but she's definitely doing better day to day. We went to the doctor today and did an ultrasound, and she already has results. We haven't been, we're not a doctor, so we don't know exactly what the results say, but they seem like they're okay to me. One says that she doesn't have a left kidney, so that's good because that's the one they removed.
And the other one says it grew back.
And the other one is growing stuff. So she has like a 30 millimeter cyst, something like that. Anyway, she's got a pretty sizable cyst on 1 1/4 inch cyst on her right kidney. So in Natalie terms, that's not that bad. In a normal case, that'd probably be something people would be kind of worried about, but not with Natalie. Oh no, that's just child's play here. But yeah, she's got that going on. Her function is okay, and she's got some cysts going on. No major blockages, or that nothing too alarming. But like I said, we're not doctors, but nothing really, super shocking in the ultrasound to me. Her bladder function, is her bladder is bigger than it's supposed to be, but it's because the walls are thicker. And so it makes the inside diameter of her kidney smaller. So now it makes her kidneys bigger, but it's smaller at the same time. So I said bladder. Oh, her bladder is bigger, but the inside diameter is smaller. So that is also going on, but we don't know about that. That's new. So we'll find out about that in a couple weeks. So she's doing okay. Not super bad, not, the best, but she is definitely way better than she was 8 weeks ago. That is for sure. She got up, walked around and stuff, and did okay all weekend. So I'm pretty proud of her. She's super strong and powering through this thing.
I want to do a quick giveaway, Aaron. I know this is really impromptu.
Extremely impromptu, but go ahead.
Okay. The first person to send us an email at talkingbeards1@gmail.com to name the one thing that is missing from this episode. There's one if you guys can tell what the one thing that's missing, email us and we'll send you a really cool Honest Amish prize pack.
I didn't write it down. So it just didn't happen. Yeah, so we got one last thing. We got about 3 minutes remaining. We did episode 200.
Yeah. If you want to hear me talk a lot, an hour and 45 minutes of a lot of Scott talking. And I mean,
I talked some.
You did, but you were asking questions. So it was really cool.
I was interviewing Scott Sakura, the Beardcaster.
Yeah. So episode 200, which is, it's been out there for now a week. Make sure you guys go over to talkingbeards.com and subscribe. Yeah. So we talked about how the Beardcaster got started. We talked about how I got into podcasting, and that's not correct. It's not share. I'm talking about an actual physical thing that is not in this episode. That's always has been in every episode. It is now not in this episode.
Huh.
You guys can't.
I don't even know.
Yeah.
It's not what I thought it was. I thought you were talking about share.
Nope. It is not share.
I forgot something. Huh.
Eric Choate says a witty saying. Well, that one's really funny. No, that is not it either. It is an actual physical thing that is missing from either Aaron's house or my house.
I don't know.
But anyways, back to episode 200. So we talk about how we got together. We talk about how we started Talking Beards. We talked about how we are where we are at. And then that episode ended up being an hour and 45 minutes. But then we decided to record episode 201, which is the Q&A, which is what everyone asked. Everyone wanted to know. That is not the flag. It is also not beard news. I can't believe no one is going to get this.
But you're supposed to email us at talkingbeards1@gmail.com.
If they don't, but it's all right. They can post it in here because everyone's completely wrong. They're not even warm. But anyways, yeah. So episode 201 of the podcast will be out here in the next few days, and it will be the Q&A of what you guys and the questions you guys were asking us, and Aaron and I answering those. And that is about an hour long.
It was pretty fun. I enjoyed interviewing Scott. We let everybody know some history on Talking Beards and how names were created and all kinds of stuff. It's a really good listen. I've listened to it, and I think what was like 500 people have listened all the way through, something like that.
There's been a lot of
it's pretty good
downloads.
So maybe we'll do another podcast. I don't know what we'll talk about again, but we covered a lot of subjects, and like I said earlier, if you haven't listened to episode 200 of the Talking Beards podcast, what are you doing with your life? Anyway, so that's about it. I want to.
Yep, that's it.
What?
Who got it? Who got it?
You're not supposed to answer it, Natalie.
Sorry.
And yell it so loud that everyone heard it.
Yeah, sure. Help yourself to all the Honest Amish products you would like, Natalie. They're right over there in boxes. Good God.
Look, Glander's right too. The lights, yes, but that's not it.
All right. So, yeah, I want to thank Joshua Jackson of the Metropolitan Pogonotrophy Society.
Hippopotamus.
I don't know. Pogonotrophy. Pogonotrophy Society there in Nashville. Like I said earlier in the whole episode, they're going to be putting on Showdown the Southern Gates this weekend. Everyone go to Nashville, support this club, and let's get bearding going again. So yeah, that's it. I'm Aaron D. Johnston. Thank you for tuning in. Everyone download episode 200 of the podcast, and yeah, have a great evening. Go ahead, Scott.
And I am Scott Sakura, and as Natalie caught it, it was the stormtroopers missing. I'm Scott Sakura. You can find out more information about us and the show by going to talkingbeards.com. Go subscribe to the podcast. Wherever you subscribe to podcasts, all you got to do is just type in Talking Beards, and we will pop up. Hit either like, follow, subscribe, whatever it is on whatever podcast player you're listening to. But over at Talking Beards, you can watch past episodes, and you can check out our really cool merch. So if you're looking for a new t-shirt or any of that kind of stuff, we got a whole bunch of really cool stuff over there. So talkingbeards.com for all of that. So thank you, everyone who came out. That's it for tonight. So
that's it.
Thank you, Josh, again for coming in. It was a lot of fun talking with you. And don't forget, this weekend.
Nashville
Hooters.
Hopefully. So everybody, Andrew Matson made a share, and I forgot to talk about it earlier, and we're still going to share it. So everybody share this episode, and we'll get back to the free Honest Amish stuff for whoever shares this episode the most next week. So everybody share this episode. Have a great evening. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye everyone. Thank you.
We hope you enjoyed this week's episode of the Talking Beards podcast. You can find out more information by going to talkingbeards.com. There you can subscribe to the podcast, make a donation to our show, or pick up some really cool Talking Beards merchandise. We hope to see you in the chat room. You can find us over at facebook.com/talkingbeards if you want to participate in our chat. Thank you again for checking the show out, and we hope you have a great week. Make sure you come back next week at 8 p.m. on Tuesday evening to watch the show live. Until next time, thanks.